Hi, my name's Alyssa and I'm Brightly's low waste lifestyle expert. If you're into sustainability, subscribe down below, become a change maker, but other than that, let's get started. Today we are doing a little first impressions review of some eco products that I've gotten recently, and not all of these were bought like a week ago. Some of them I've had for a little bit longer. Either things I just started using or still I consider pretty new to my life compared to other products. So let's talk about them, let's see how they actually work, and let's get into it. So let's talk about them, let's talk about their sustainability features, and let's talk about if they're actually worth the money. First off is the Izzy mascara. I'm not going to talk about too much because I talked about this in Friday's video, which I will link for you down below. It was all about this mascara, but it's fairly new to my life. It has been in my makeup bag every day and I haven't stopped using it since I got it. I absolutely love this stuff, but again, if you want to know why it's so great, click the link down below. It will also be carried in the shop starting today, so check it out in the shop. I will link the shop down below. Number 2 is the Last Tissue. So I absolutely love the Last Beauty Swab, and I've always been that person who cuts up t-shirts and puts them in a jar whenever I'm sick. But I love this for on the go. I love the whole idea behind it. And what I love about this compared to the DIY version specifically is that there's separation. So I can reach under here and grab out a new tissue, use it, and then I can stuff it up here so that it's all in the same place when I'm ready to wash. So I love the Last Beauty Swab, and so I was really excited to try these. So whenever I reach into here, I can pull out a new one, and then whenever I'm done with it, I open up the top and I have this little divider right here, and I can stuff it in there so that I know how many I have left and they're all still in the same spot. I'm not losing them, because what I found is sometimes I would just like throw whenever I was sick like my little cut up rags all over the place, and I didn't have like a set spot for them. So I like that this keeps it all in the same little silicone container, and I love that it's silicone because it's so easy to disinfect. Other materials can be pretty tough, so I'm really happy it's in such a flexible container. And I actually don't have it with me, and there's a specific reason why I don't have it with me, and it's because my dog got into it and my dog chewed it up, so I'm sadly not able to show it to you, but I will show you a picture right here, and that is the Last Rounds. So I actually didn't super love these. The reason why I didn't super love them is because they're very stiff and you have to wet them to get them soft, almost like a Swedish dishcloth or a loofah. But I didn't necessarily like that feature in a cotton round. I had cotton rounds before that are just already soft, they're almost clothy, and I found that I like those a lot more than these. I just wasn't a fan of the crunchy feeling because I didn't like wetting it because I felt like it diluted any product I put on it, and if I just put the product straight on it, it was just so scratchy on my face. And I don't know, you can use them for other things besides your face, but doesn't matter. My dog ended up ripping them apart when I wasn't looking. He jumped up and grabbed it off the counter, so yay for having dogs. Next up is the Nature's First laundry detergent, and this is actually in the Brightly shop right now. So if you want this and you think it's cool too, go ahead, click the link down below so you can shop it. So it's similar to drops. This is what I used to use, was drops, and it's just like that in the sense that it's a mess-free pod, and these are actually formulated with soap berries and aloe vera. So if you didn't know, we already did a video on this channel all about soap berries. I will link that down below for you. But I did not like them. I did not like soap berries at all, and these were just the literal berries. But formulated like this, they smell absolutely phenomenal. I think the staying power of the smell is great. It lingers on my clothes for a little bit, so I get to smell all the nice smells from it being clean. The pods are actually really thick too, which is like different than drops, and I find it really interesting, and I just think it cleans fantastically. I really love the scent, and I think it's really cool that we were able to use soap berries with these and it actually worked. Next is these squishable sponges. So these ones have yet to be wet. I wanted to show you what they look like so that I can also show you a video right over here of what they do whenever you run them underwater. So what I like about these is that they're 100% compostable sponges, but they start off like flat. I really think these are a cool gift, you guys. I mean, I would love to get these personally. Like maybe if you have somebody who's into cleaning and stuff like this, it would be a cool gift. But I actually think they're super awesome because they're just fun to get. Like I think of them like those cornstarch packing peanuts. That's how I think of these, is that like it's just like an extra bonus fun thing. But yeah, I think these would be really cool and a little gift set for somebody. Next is a brand called Pretty Young Thing. And they are a makeup brand, and you might be thinking, whoa, that is a lot of plastic for a sustainable brand. They are using a lot of post-consumer recycled plastic, but they are also doing a lot of other really cool things. And I look way beyond packaging. So there are a lot of other sustainability initiatives about them that I super love. And other products, they also use things like sugarcane plastic and pre-degraded plastic. But in terms of clean beauty, they have a big old list on their website of things they say no to in their products. So I like that they're picky. I like that they're picky about how they formulate and picky about what they put in there. So this is a palette I am loving right now by them. I'm actually wearing it today. It's probably a little hard to see with this lighting, but I actually swatched this. So I will also toss up the swatches of this on the screen. I just think it is amazing palette. Amazing colors. I like warm tones. So if you also love warm tones, this might be something to check out, or check out very soon. There might be a little something surprise coming up with this, so stay tuned. And this I wanted to show you, it's very neat. So this is actually a setting spray. Not only is the packaging like gorgeous, I love like bold, loud packaging. The mister is amazing. I mean, you're not gonna get like droplets on your face that actually end up ruining your makeup. It's actually a mist, and it just covers your whole face beautifully. It sets amazingly. But one of the coolest things about it is that it blocks against pollution and blue light. So I'm religious about using my blue light glasses when I'm working, and also sunscreen, so that I can get extra blue light protection. I will take it on my skin. But the pollution aspect, I have never even heard of that, but I think it's a really interesting spin on things. Plus, even if you don't care about that, it's just a great setting spray. Next is this reusable cactus fiber exfoliator. So I think I have a toss up with this and the soap saver bag. So the soap saver bags are the same thing, where eventually they're 100% compostable, but I don't know. I think it depends on my mood, because I do love my soap saver bag. And if you guys know us on TikTok, you know we love soap saver bags. But this is different in the sense that, one, it's a different material, and two, instead of like stuffing it with soap slivers, you just rub it on your soap and then rub it on yourself. So what I would sometimes find with my soap saver is that I just didn't like it for larger areas, like my legs, for example. After I shave my legs, because I do shave my legs, I like to exfoliate them. And I found that the soap saver bag, it's just a little small, I guess. I don't like to spend a lot of time in the shower. It's not like my favorite place to be. I'd rather be doing other things. So I like that this makes it a little bit quicker whenever I use this. I also think it's a little bit harsher. So it's still a gentle exfoliant. It's nothing like crazy, but I think it's a little bit tougher. And something like my legs, I'm okay with having a little more extra oomph in there than compared to like my arms or something else. So yeah, I would say I like this. Next is the Habitat nail polish. So one thing that is strange about this is this. I guess this is just a casing, because this is the actual like what you untwist, and that's plastic, and they're pretty low waste, but I don't understand why we needed that, I guess. But I will say it is very beautiful if you want to display it, and I guess that is the idea around it, or what I would just assume. It is very cute, and it does make you want to actually set it on a counter or something. But I did find that strange, because I thought this was gonna be like the handle, and it wasn't. It's this little plastic bit. But all things aside, this is a non-toxic nail polish, and it's amazing. I'm actually wearing it on my fingers right now. It has been on my fingers for like a week. I have trouble keeping nail polish on my fingers for a week. This has the most staying power of any nail polish I have ever seen. I don't use a base coat, and I don't use a top coat. So that's why my stuff typically tends to chip really easily if I use nail polish. So the fact that this is still on a week later, nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's literally no chips. I mean, that is astronomical for me. So in terms of formulation, I mean 15 out of 10. This stuff is totally awesome. Next is the Kinship sunscreen. So like I said, like many people are now, I am a sunscreen fiend, and I use the Cocoa Kind sunscreen, and that was my favorite sunscreen I have ever used. And then I had to try this out just because I couldn't get my Cocoa Kind in time, and I have an Ulta near me. They sell it there, so I ran up and bought this instead. So I do think I like the Cocoa Kind better. I like the feeling better, and this, it feels like a moisturizer, and whenever you put a moisturizer underneath it and then this on top, it's a little too moisturizing. But if you were to use this alone, I feel like it would be okay. But at the same time, I want a moisturizer because I do have dry skin. It's just a little too much if you have both on. My solution to this is that when I put this on in the morning, instead of putting a full-on moisturizer like a cream, I now put on like a serum, like a moisturizing serum. And there's actually a specific one I use, which we will talk about next. But it has its pros and cons. I think it's great, it works fine, but the pro about it is that whenever you look at the actual product, it's slightly tinted. So it's not that sheer white that can be kind of hard to blend in. So that is definitely a pro if you have, you know, I'm super fair skinned. So if you have that issue, this may be something to look into. It's not a super dark tint, but it is not sheer white. But in terms of texture, I think I like the Cocoa Kind more. And I think overall, I would opt for the Cocoa Kind again because their white color wasn't hard for me to blend in. So yeah, give and take with this. I do like the color tint to it, but overall the texture, I think I like my old one more. Now that serum I promised is the Do Mighty Serum Bar. So even though I've had this for a short amount of time, I've used it quite a bit and it looks like I haven't even touched it. This stuff is, it seems like it's gonna last forever. It's super uber hydrating. It's plastic free. It comes in this tin you can just refill and you can just buy the serum bars after you have the tin. It's really great. I think it feels absolutely amazing on the skin. It's not too heavy, it's nice and light, but yet it's still hydrating, and it has a $52 value, but you can get it for free. So while supplies last, if you spend $100 or more in the Brightly shop, you will get this for free in your package. So love that, great bar. Definitely would try to snag it because if you already plan on buying some things in the Brightly shop, and then if you just buy a couple more and you were planning on wanting this anyways, and you get it for free, I think that's totally awesome. And the last thing in this video is the Youth to the People Superfood Cleanser. Now I know this is Hyram approved, so this is just well loved overall in the skincare community, but also it should be well loved in the sustainability community because you can just refill the glass bottle that is glass down here and you get to keep this pump, so you can reuse this over and over again. Also, guys, look at this. This is huge. I mean, come on, it's like the size of my head. So I was used to like 2 fluid ounces in my cleansers. This is 8 fluid ounces. So it is a big bottle, and if you know me, I hate rebuying things. I like to keep things for a long time. So I love the size. I love that it's a big size. It reduces how often you buy it. It's just, I like it a lot, and I think it's a great cleanser. Also, we're selling it in the Brightly shop. So if you want to get this, you're also interested in this, and you're also interested in this mascara, click the link down below and you can shop it and potentially get this free. But that is all for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.